Hey guys, Dylan Tommy here. It's been a long time coming, but I'm happy to announce that I have all the Brashardis here in the new Tanganyikan tank. The little Nelampologus Brashardi that I was rehabilitating in the guppy tank for 9 months is now in his permanent home here in the Brashardi tank. And I was very apprehensive for all that time, thinking that this big Brashardi would chase him around and dominate him and beat on him. And so he never got introduced to the tank. But now, as you can see, they're doing great together. Let me get a little closer. I fear a spook in the tank, so I'm trying to stay a little far away. But I gotta say, the fish inside this new Tanganyikan setup are doing so good together. His aggression has calmed so much with the addition of this guy who was in the guppy tank for, like I said, almost 9 months, growing his tail back, rehabilitating, and then another Brashardi who was in here. I had just recently purchased to add another one to the mix, and he's here. He's a little smaller, but they still get along just fine. So I have some Brashardi in this tank again, which is great. 3 Nelampologus Brashardi and 3 Juliachromis marlieri, which I noticed lately have become the focus of his attention. All his aggression is diverted to these fish now and not to the Brashardi. And the aggression's not so much, but I mean, I'm just grateful it's not right at these smaller fish, because these little Brashardi with their long lyre tails are fragile, and if he does a little nipping, it takes some time to get those tails grown back. Like I said, I had this fish in another rehabilitation tank for a long time, so I didn't want to see him come into this tank and then be bullied right away. So I'm really happy that this tank's really coming together, and they're doing so well together. I mean, look at him. He's been a bully, a brute for the last 2 or 3 months, you know, with the Brashardi that I had in here that he killed off, with the Juliachromis that I introduced to the tank, and then I got this little gal, not too sure about the sex of these fish, but got him in the tank, and they're just so cool. And this little fish isn't really too mature. It's still, I believe, a sub-adult. It kind of just hangs up, stays out of the way, but he doesn't really pester this fish either. But really happy about the Tanganyikan tank, because it's really coming together. I really felt, you know, a load off my back when I got that fish in here, just because, like I said, I had lived in the guppy tank for 9 months, you know, and getting it finally into that tank and out of the guppy tank was just, you know, a completion, something that was, you know, a long time to come. And now the benefit in this tank is now this is an official guppy tank. There's nothing but little guppies in here, and they are breeding. The pair that I initially introduced to the tank, you see Mama right here, have spawned. They have, you know, several young fish in this tank from the fry that did survive while the Nelampologus Brashardi was in here. And now I expect the breeding to really start taking off without that large predatory cichlid in here. I actually noticed a couple smaller fry in the tank. If I look up here, you can see this guy. So there are fry in the tank now, but like I said, I expect there to be a lot more now that I've removed him. And this is, you know, just a guppy tank. We only have guppies in here now. And check out the males. These two right here, this male and female, are brother and sister from the last batch of fry. Well, actually, the first batch. And this guy looks great too. I think he's better looking than his father. And he tries to mate with the mother there too. But we'll see. We're gonna let the guppy tank go. I got some colors in here to play with, and I have no vicious cichlid to keep these fry from maturing and growing out. But I'll keep you updated. Like I said, really happy about that. It's kind of a completion, you know. The Tanganyika tank is a Tanganyika tank, and the Guppy tank is a Guppy tank now. It's that satisfaction of a job well done. But thanks for hanging out, guys. Wanted to update you on that. We can check out the Crebensis fry. I'll tell you, they're not really fry anymore. I did a big trimming in this tank. If you can tell, I needed to take out a lot of Rotala, and I did. But if I'm quick, we can find these little Crebensis fry. Here's Mom and Dad. I really do expect them to spawn very soon, just because the fry from the batch that they successfully raised are very big now. I don't even know if I can call them fry. Let's see. Let's see where they are. They're out all the time. I don't often have a problem finding them, except for when I want to film them, I guess. But they're usually right out here, and they're very, very good size. 5 of them that have, you know, matured to, I think, you know, very good size. Here they are right here. Oops. There's a lot of glare. But this is a decent sized fish for being just over a month old. And they're growing just fine in this tank. And like I said, I expect Mom and Dad to spawn again very soon. A quick little update. I'm gonna check out the tank. Like I said, I had to pull some plants out of here. It was just getting too much. The light wasn't able to penetrate down to you know, plants that are growing lower down here on the substrate. So I did pull several stems of Rotala out of there just to clean it up. And you look at it, it looks you know, much cleaner in there. It looks greener actually too. And I'll keep a good eye on Mom and their batch of young fry. Look at this one. This is one of the bigger ones. He is pretty big back here. He's hiding. For a month old, like I said, that's a pretty large fish. Alright, you guys have a good one. Thanks for tuning in. Keep you updated about the fish room. I like sharing what's going on. I love tuning into your videos. So stay updated, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.